And I think for many of us, we already probably are at that burnout factor for so many reasons. So we'll start off in a comfortable seat. And we've definitely got a lot to say this morning. We're going to go right into cat-cow, so you'll tuck your chin into your chest, round your spine. Lean back as far as you can, keeping that chin tucked in so you can really feel the exaggeration of the stretch. Then as you come forward into cow pose, lean as far forward into the pelvic bowl as possible so the collarbone step towards the sky, and then drop your head back. And then bring your awareness to stretching out between the chin and the collarbone. And then again, on the exhale, we're going to round, we're going to lean back. Use the strength of our arms. So it almost feels like our knees are going to come up. And on the next breath, we're going to come right into tabletop. So we'll lean forward, right on the shin. Separate their feet so that they're now hip distance apart. And we'll continue our cat-cow from here. The arms want to be strong here. So we start to feel supported so the spine can be supple. Feeling the stretch in the arms. So when you push up towards the sky, can you feel the biceps, the triceps, your serratus? And as you lean forward, can you still feel those muscles? So pressing into the heels of the hands, the thumb and the index finger. Now on the next breath, when you come back into that cat pose, lift your knees up and have them hover. Stay on the tops of your feet so they get stretched out. Transition into downward facing dog by rolling over the toes, and then descend your heels towards the floor while you widen the collarbone. Breathing in through the nose and out. What I'd like you to do is bend your knees so you can start to stretch out your calf. Create somewhat of a lower dadic curve so it almost feels like cow pose. Again, elongate and breathe into the belly so that you start to expand your lungs. Stretch out all the muscles around your spine. Use those feet to push you all the way forward into high plank. Take low plank. All the way to your belly. Inhale into low cobra. We'll exhale lower. Again, we'll inhale, lift. And exhale lower. Pushing ourselves into child's pose. Keep your knees together as you make the transition. Feel your cat pose as you lean all the way back. So initially your arms are out in front of you. Let your forehead come in contact with the mat and then roll your forehead right to left. And as you do that, use the floor to sort of wake up that spiritual eye everybody is always talking about. Now to wake up the crown, we're going to take our hands behind us, interlace the fingers, roll onto the top of the head, bring your hands up over your head. Now gently roll forward and backward, waking up the crown chakra. While your hands are reaching towards the ceiling, feel your pecs being stretched. On your next breath, you're going to roll back into your child's pose, bringing your tailbone to your heels. Release your hands out in front of you. One more time. Walk the fingertips even further. See if you can get an extended child's pose. We'll come into swan from here. So as we lean forward, the knees or the toes will go up towards the sky to the top of the head. On the exhale, one more time, cat pose, roll back. So feel that oscillation through the spinal column and allow your forehead to come in contact with the mat. On your inhale, use cat pose to lean forward. The last thing that's going to come up is the top of the head. You'll look up towards the sky. One more time, you'll tuck your chin into your chest. You'll roll all the way back until you're sitting on your heels and your forehead is on the mat. Again, inhale. As you inhale, keep rolling the spine, making it nice and soft. The chin reaches up towards the sky. And on your exhale, child's pose, bringing yourself towards the heels of your feet one more time. Sweeping your arms up towards the sky for floor flow. Reach up nice and high. Now let your hips go forward and your arms up and back. Now make scarecrow arms at the same time. See if you can feel your collarbone being exposed. Take your left shoulder and your left ear to the mat and let the right arm come up. Again, inhale, everything comes up towards the sky. Find those scarecrow arms. You're going to feel those scapulas descending as you make that action. The right shoulder, the right ear comes to the mat. The left arm reaches up towards the sky. On the inhale, one more time, sweep your arms up. Scarecrow arms, open it up. See if you can get a little bit more of a back bend here. The hands come down to the mat. Make your transition into downward facing dog. In through your nose and out. Slide the right leg up towards the sky. Bring the right leg through to the top of the mat, coming right into warrior one. Arms rise. Lower your tailbone towards the floor a little bit more and stretch out the left thigh bone. Take your arms out to your side so they'll look like the shape of an airplane. Take your left arm forward and your right arm back. Slide the right hand down the left thigh. Take your left arm up towards the sky. Bend deeper into the right leg. Take your left arm back. Bend deeper into your right leg. Take your left arm back. Bend deeper into the right leg. Take the left arm back. Making your transition right into warrior two. Peaceful warrior. The right arm comes up towards the sky. Now look towards the left foot at the same time. Bend deeper into the right leg. Come up onto the ball of the right foot to support that stretch and lean into it. Lower the right heel down to the floor. Side angle stretch. The right hand's going to come to the outside of the right foot as your left arm comes up. Now push your right knee into your right armpit. Draw your hips more to the middle of the mat. Take the left arm up and over so the palm faces the floor, reaching towards the top of your mat. There you go. One more big breath. The left hand's going to come down to the mat. Square off your hips. Engage your back leg. You're going to stay on the blade of your back foot. Now work on straightening the right leg. Think about drawing your toes closer toward the top of the mat, but allow the blade of the left foot to stay on the floor as you elongate your spine. Press the big toe of your right foot into the mat. We're just trying to get into that the back lines of the body. So adjust your pelvic bowl appropriately. On the next breath, the left foot's going to meet the right, forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, fold till the chest and thighs soften. Inhale, sweep your arms up towards the sky. On your exhale, swan dive, hands come down to the mat. Let the chest and thighs rest on each other as you come into your forward fold. On your inhale, elongate from the pubic bone to the top of the head. Right leg comes back. Push through the heel of the right foot while you're elongating your spine. So again, you can feel that back body being activated. The left leg meets the right. You come right into high plank. Again, exhale into low plank, but this time hover. Inhale into upward facing dog. Rest the tops of your feet on the mat. Press the tops of your feet into the mat and lift the knees up. On your exhale, downward facing dog. We'll inhale the left leg up towards the sky. Bring the left leg through to the top of the mat. Warrior one. Now the left side represents the moon. Inhale those arms nice and high. Sink deeper into the left leg. Now again, the arms are going to be parallel like airplane wings. The right arm goes towards the top of the mat as the left arm goes towards the back of the mat. Take your left hand, rest it on the right thigh. Take the right arm up towards the sky. Bend deeper into the left leg. Reach your right arm back a little bit more. Slide the left hand down a little bit more. Bend a little bit deeper into the back leg. Again, slide that left hand a little bit more. Bend a little bit more into the left leg. And make your transition into warrior two. Peaceful warrior, right arm down, left arm up. On your exhale, side angle stretch. Bring the left hand to the outside of the foot. Press the knee into the armpit. Breathe into those long limbs. Let the right arm come up and over, palm faces the floor. Lower the right hand down to the mat. You'll start to straighten your front leg. Now again, instead of coming up onto the ball of the foot, just rotate the toes in a little bit. So you're still working the blade of the foot, trying to get into the calf muscles as you elongate your spine. Now check on your gaze. If you have a tendency to always drop the head, you're influencing your spine's ability to elongate. So look forward in the direction we're attempting to move in. Press the big toe of your left foot into the mat. On the next breath, the right foot's going to meet the left. Forward fold. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, folding. Inhale, sweep your arms up nice and high. Interlace your fingers and release your index fingers. Rock your hips from side to side. As we come back to center, elongate and reach up. Extend your fingertips all over towards the right side of the room. Press the left hip out. Use your right hand to pull the left arm. See if you can stretch that left side body a little bit more. Pull your lower abdominals in and up so you get a bigger stretch on the side body. Come back to center. Same intention. Just trying to make ourselves nice and tall. Reach over towards the left side of the room. Watch that belly button. Make sure it comes in so you can get into the right side body. Use your left hand to pull on the right hand. Breathing in through the nose and out. Reach as far as you can. Let's release. We'll come back to center. Find the back bend. Hips forward. Collarbone up. Collarbone up a little bit more. Hips forward a little more. Collarbone a little more. Hips forward a little more. Collarbone a little bit more. And then the last thing is fingers. Reach back. See if you can get that collarbone a little bit higher. Reach back. And on your exhale, you'll come back to center. Swan dive. Release the hands down to the neck. Inhale, lengthen your spine. We'll bring the right leg back. Grounding through that right foot. Feel the strength of your arms supporting you. The left leg comes back to meet the right high plank. Exhale into low. Inhale into upward facing dog. Once again, leaving the knees hovering off the mat. Roll your forearms in. Use the strength of your arms. Exhale into downward facing dog. Push through the heels. Breathe into the lines of the body. Right leg comes up. Bring the right leg through to the top of the mat. Warrior one. Mermaid arm. So take your right hand to the left shoulder. Take your left hand, grab the right hand. pull the left elbow towards your armpit. So Lisa, you want your left hand to pull your right hand closer towards the shoulder. Then relax the left elbow. Yes, relax the left elbow down. Now everybody press the back of your head into that arm. Look up towards the sky. Lean a little bit more into that front leg. A little bit more. A little bit more. Release the hands. Warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Left arm down, right arm up. In this side angle stretch, the right hand will come to the inside of the right foot. The left arm goes up towards the sky. See if you can sink a little bit deeper into the right leg. Now you want the weight to be in the heel of the foot. So wiggle, there you go, wiggle your toes. Let that left arm come up one more time. Now as the left hand comes down to the mat, toe heel your right foot over towards the right side of the mat. Walk your hands out in front of you. So it's like warrior one, but a humble warrior. Now the idea is to let your head sink between your armpits. See if it can touch the floor while you're softening into your hip flexors, really opening them up. One more breath. That was nice, Christine. Come up onto the ball of the back foot. Lower that knee down to the ground. That's the left knee. And then drop your elbows towards the floor. Sweep your right arm up towards the sky. Reach back with the right hand for the heel of the right foot. Bring it, or the left foot, excuse me, bring it all the way in. Now have it come in contact with the glute. We're just trying to stretch out that left thigh. The left arm is nice and strong. One more breath. Release the left foot down to the ground. Bring the right hand to the top of the mat. Then the left hand to the top of the mat. Sit all the way back so you're sitting to the inside of your left foot. Right leg is out in front of you. Inhale your arms up. Lean forward towards the right foot. Breathe right into that right thigh bone. In through the nose and out. Walking your hands back in. Take them all the way behind you. Now you can drop your forearms down to the ground if you'd like, but we're just going to be here for a few breaths because we want to stretch out that left foot, and the left quad, the left shin. On the next breath, lean over towards the right. Slide that left leg all the way around. Place the left foot on the outside of the right knee. Take the right arm up towards the sky. Add the twist. You can use your left hand to press that knee all the way over. Grab the outside of the knee, look over towards the left side of the room. Lift through the top of the head. Oh, look over the left shoulder. Now, from here, we're going to counter twist it. You're going to bring your hands all the way over towards the left side of the room. Oh, sorry, the right side of the room. Now drop your elbows down to the ground. Yep. Now you want your toes to be facing the top, the middle of your mat. Now walk your hands in, or your forearms as close to that left foot as possible. There you go, Christine. Take your left hand, the peace fingers are going to grab the big toe of the right foot. Now you can start to slide the right arm all the way towards the back of the mat so that you can rest your right ear on the mat, your right shoulder on the mat while you're holding on to that big toe. Now take this opportunity to check in with your breath in through the nose and out. Now on the next breath, place your left hand next to your nose so you can pull that right heel in. We're going to come into shoelace. So you pull that heel in. The strength of your arms bring you all the way up. Now yesterday I taught us it was so cute. I loved it. It was boat pose in your shoelace. So you'll lean back, grab your ankles, take your boat pose, find your center, in through the nose and out. Now, if you want to add forklift arms, you can do that. You can just hold on to your ankles. The whole idea is can you elongate, find your center. On your next breath, pull your heels in. Make your transition wheel. You'll move right into tabletop with your shoelace. Slide the right leg all the way out. You're now in an awkward airplane. Slide the right leg over towards the left side of the room, tap the floor. Slide the right leg all the way out, open it up. Slide it over towards the left side of the room. One more time, slide it all the way over. Place it on the floor, come into gate pose where your hands will be to your hips. Your right hand reaches for the right knee as your left arm comes up towards the sky. Now we've already been working on our side bodies to see if you can go a little bit further. Making that transition where the left hand reaches over towards the left side of the mat. Ground that left hand to the floor so the right leg will come up towards the sky. Pull the right heel in. Turn your right knee towards the ceiling. Take your right hand behind your head. Bring the elbow and the knee towards each other. Now the left arm is solid. You're working your obliques. Now on the next breath, the right arm comes back up towards the sky. It sweeps around and it grabs the right foot. Now find the back bend as you draw your right foot towards the back of the mat. Work that quad stretch on the right side. One more breath. Extend the right leg out. The right arm up. You're just at a modified balancing half moon. Place the right foot down on the ground so you're back in gate pose. Have the right hand go to the right knee as your left arm comes up and over. Place the left hand down on the mat and then the right hand down on the mat. Slide the right leg towards the back of the mat. Bondage charger. Pull your left knee in. Come into a one-legged down dog. Let the left leg come through to the top. Warrior one. Arms up. Mermaid arms. The left hand's going to go to the right shoulder. Right hand will grab the hand and pull it over. We practice this a lot, like in pigeon pose, some other arm versions. Now press your head into the mat. Lift the collarbone up towards the sky, bend deeper into your left leg. In through the nose and out. Opening up into warrior two. Now as you come into your peaceful warrior, bring the right hand down and come up onto the ball of the left foot. See if you can get a little bit more into that thigh bone. As you lower the heel, the left hand comes down to the mat, side angle stretch. Allow the right arm to come up and over. As it comes down to the mat, Toe heel your left foot over. Now you're going to stay on the blade of your foot and take your arms out in front of you and let your head drop towards the floor. You can even, this is a good time to look towards the heel of the right foot so that it allows that lower back to get a nice round stretch. As you come up onto the ball of your back foot, you'll lower the right knee down to the ground. You'll lower your forearms down to the ground. Sweep your left arm up towards the sky. Reach back with the left hand. Reach for the heel of the foot. And then bring it in so you can really work on opening up that quad. I think I can. I think I can. Oh, yep. Mm-hmm. Lean as far into that right thigh as possible. Oh, just working on opening, opening, opening. As we release the foot, the left hand comes down to the mat. The right hand meets it. We'll start to walk our hands in towards the right knee, where we'll straighten the left leg, one-legged fixed firm. Sit to the inside of the right foot. Inhale your arms up towards the sky. Lean forward towards the left leg and stretch it out. Remember how we talked about the importance of the breath. We'll walk our hands in. We're just going to lean back a little bit. Stretching out the right thigh. Scoot the tailbone towards the top of the mat a little bit if it helps. It doesn't matter. We don't have to go too far. It's just about feeling subtle sensations. One more breath. As we come back up, we'll lean over towards the left. Slide the right leg all the way around, getting ready for a twist. So you'll place the right foot on the outside of the left knee. You'll take the left arm up towards the sky. The left arm's going to thread all the way around that right leg. Find the plumb line. Cleaning out that third chakra. And counter stretch. The right elbow goes to the inside of the right knee. Walk your hands forward, rolling onto that left hip. You can drop your forearms down to the ground. Now your toes may be facing the top of your mat. So turn them in towards the middle of the mat. You can walk your forearms as close to the right foot as possible. And that'll allow you to grab the big toe of the foot. And take a big breath in. And you start to slide the left arm towards the back of the mat, lowering the left ear down to the ground. In through the nose and out. One more breath. Place your right hand next to your nose. Use the strength of your arm to back you out of the pose. Now you can pull your left heel in and then stack the right knee on top of the left for shoelace. On your next breath, you're going to lean back, lift your feet up, come into your shoelace boat pose. Again, you can add forklift arms, just trying to elongate your spine. Find your plumb line. Keep those knees nice and generously bent so the feet are coming really close to your armpits. You'll pull your heels in, make your transition right into tabletop. Slide the left leg out so you're automatically in your awkward tabletop position. Slide the left leg over towards the right side of the room, tap the floor. Again, slide it all the way over. Slide it to the right. Slide it to the left. Strong arms here. Slide it to the right. Slide it to the left. Place the left foot down on the ground. Bring your hands to your hips. Gate pose. Bring your left hand to the left knee as the right arm comes up and over. Have the right hand go over towards the right side of the mat. You'll place it down on the ground, and immediately the left leg's going to pop up as your left arm rises. Now you're going to pull the heel in, turn the knee towards the ceiling. Take your left hand behind your head, pulse a few times. Now, since we're fortunate enough to use the mirrors, see if you're stimulating your arm. Are you in the hypermobility of your elbows? Can you feel the serratus, your lat, left arm up. Draw your left heel towards the back of the mat and grab it with the left hand. Again, just working that left thigh bone and the stretch. Open it up. Extend the left leg back. Left arm up. Strong right arm. Push away from the floor. Come back to the gate. Take your left hand to the left knee as the right arm comes up and over. Bring your right hand down to the mat. Have your left hand meet it. Sweep that left leg back so it's all so strong. Pull the bondage charge. Your right knee comes in. One-legged down dog. The right leg comes up. Bring your right leg through to the top of the mat. Have your left leg meet it. Forward fold. Inhale, lengthening. On your exhale, fold chest to thighs. Now see if the chest and thighs can touch each other. Relax the neck and the jaw. Sweep your arms towards the sky. Allow the palms to touch. On your exhale, swan dive, hands come down to the mat. Inhale, lengthen. The left leg comes back. The right leg meets at high plank. Exhale, low. Inhale, upward facing dog. The knees will hover off the ground. Downward facing dog. Again, take the left leg up towards the sky. Bring the left leg through to the top of the mat. Wide-legged straddle. Grab the outside blades of your feet and pull yourself towards the floor. Inhale, lengthening. And exhale, folding. Again, inhale, lengthening. Exhale, folding. Down dog arms. So bring your arms out in front of you. And let your head hang between your armpits. So we did this the other day. So today I'm going to take a little bit more time to sort of explain it. You're going to walk your hands in. Now, when you do this, it needs to be some form of a peekaboo. I'm going to change the direction of my mat. So your left hand's going to reach for your right ankle. Your right hand is going to reach for your left ankle. Now you'll notice that your elbows are crossed, right? So that's kind of the first sensation. Now what I want you to do is take your right shoulder up over towards the sky and press your right hip towards the right side of the room so you can see underneath the right armpit. And then release it, come back to center. And then again, take the right shoulder up towards the sky, push the right hip towards the right side of the room. And then release it so your elbows are crossed. There you go. Now take the right shoulder up towards the sky. There you go, Lisa. Yep. Then come back to center. And then one more time, take the right shoulder up towards the sky. Yep. Come back to center. Awesome. So let's switch it up a little bit. The right arm is going to come up towards the sky. The right arm will come down. The left arm will go up towards the sky. The left arm will come down. The right arm will come up towards the sky. It's kind of the same sensation. Now the right hand will come down. The left arm will come up. The left hand's going to meet the right ankle. Now this time you're going to go in the opposite direction. So the left shoulder is going to go towards the ceiling. There you go, Christine. Then we come back to center. The left shoulder goes towards the ceiling. Yep. You come back to center. The left shoulder goes towards the ceiling. Awesome. We come back to center. One more time, just working the action of the left shoulder going towards the ceiling. And we release it. One more time, the left arm comes up towards the sky. The left arm reaches for the right ankle. The right arm comes up towards the sky. Again, the right arm comes down. The left arm reaches up. The last one on this side, the left hand down, the right arm up. Just hanging in a forward fold. Grab your hands and elbows. Let everything fall towards the floor so it feels like you're on an inversion table. You're just letting your body hang. Check in with where the weight is, whether it's too far into the heels and needs to come a little bit more forward. And on the next breath, you bring your hands back down to the mat, coming into kappa squat. So adjust your feet appropriately. So you can press your elbows into your knees and your knees into your elbows. And play with the weight. If there's too much weight in the toes, it'll put a lot of pressure on the shins. You want to find that happy medium. And then again, you can always sit on a block if that's appropriate. And we're going to add find. So drop the right shoulder towards the floor. Take the right arm around. Then the left arm up towards the sky. Have the fingertips interlaced. And then look towards the left shoulder. Elongate your collarbone. And we'll come back to center. Make that space through the collarbone. So press the hands together, elbows nice and long. And we'll sink the left shoulder towards the heel of the left foot so you can go to bind on the left side. Right arm comes up and goes around. Look towards the right knee or the right side of the room. And again, we'll release. We'll just find that center. Remember how this weekend in teachers training, we learned that center is God. Center is our light. So when we hear the word center, it is meant to inspire us to check in, regroup. Place the hands on the mat. We'll straighten the legs, turn the heels out. One more time, hang in a rag doll. Now working the back lines of the body. One more time. We're going to pivot towards the left foot. Have the right foot meet it so you're in a forward fold. On your inhale, lengthen. On your exhale, fold. We'll lower ourselves all the way down onto our backs. Pull both knees into your chest and give yourself a big hug. Let's take a bridge pose. So you'll place your feet on the floor. Press your elbows into the mat with the hips towards the sky. Now walk your elbows as close to the heels of your feet as possible so you can really open up the front body. We'll lower the tailbone down to the ground. Leave your left knee or your feet in, leave your left foot on the floor. Pull your right knee in, give it a nice tight squeeze. Now place the right ankle on the left knee so you're in seated, reclined pigeon pose. We'll pull the left knee in. Now you can thread it. Take the right hand between the thighs, pull the knee in. Grab above the shin if you'd like. We're just trying to get that right leg nice and open. Now extend the left leg up towards the sky. Slide your hand up towards the calf if you'd like on the left leg. Keep drawing the right knee towards the top of the mat. And on the next breath, we'll lower the left knee or the left foot down to the ground. toe heel it over towards the left side of the room, and then lower both knees towards the right. Just a few breaths here to open up that left side body. You can extend your arms out if you like, have your palms go towards the sky. That makes a little bit more room for the chest. Now the left knee and the left foot are going to come back to the middle of the mat. You'll just cross your knees. And then take both knees over towards the right for a spine twist. Never foregoing the breath in through the nose and out. And coming back to center. We'll pull that right knee in one more time. Take it up towards the sky and then lower it all the way towards the floor. Just rock your ankle a few times. The left knee is going to come in. You'll place the right foot on the floor. Place the left ankle on top of the right knee. Pull the right knee in, threading the needle. Move your hips so that your lower back is nice and glued to the floor. Now the left knee is going towards the top of the mat. We'll slide our hands up towards the right calf. Still being generous by pushing the left knee towards the top of the mat or towards the ceiling, whichever direction you connect with the most. We'll place the left foot on the floor. Move your right foot over towards the right side of the room. So you can lower your knees over towards the left. In through the nose and out. Now we'll come back to center and dangle the left knee over the right knee. You'll take your knees over towards the right for your spine twist. And on our next breath, we'll come back to center. Pull the left knee in. Take it all the way up towards the sky. Slide it towards the top of the mat and then just gently rock it back and forth. Have your right foot meet it. Bustle. Oh, put in your arms, come out to your side. And from your mind's eye, visualize the moon. Acknowledge its presence and its energy. Taking it all in. We breathe in to make space. And exhale, we let it go. Start to deepen your breath. Let's just make circles with our ankles and our wrists. We're checking in with the extremities. And we'll come up into a comfortable seat. And we'll bring our hands to prayer at the center of the chest. I'm grateful for this new day, its beauty and its light, and a chance to begin again. May we all be free from yesterday's limitations, and today may we be Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. And from my heart to yours, namaste. Have a great day, peeps. Have a great day. My pleasure.